this afternoon. I'm joined today by Graham Hunter as the players trot out onto the pitch. Graham, masses to talk.
Isn't starting this week. I find that odd, but you will now tell us the 11.
Well, here it is on your screens. Thibaut Courtois, Fernandes in goal, Mario Gaspar, Alvaro, Funes Mori and Quintilla at the back. Iborra and Santi just checking. Everything's ready and we're off. Real Madrid attacking the goal to the right of your screen.
The fans, remember, the fans love him. Thankfully, as you say, he's fine.
Here's Mariano with the first chance, and what a start for Real Madrid. 1 minute 24 seconds on the clock. Mariano Diaz finishing off that. It's an error in defence by Villarreal, snapped up by the young number 7. And Mariano Diaz makes it 1-0 for Real Madrid.
I think that the Villarreal players were falsely saying.
Graham Hunter's talking about legendary goal scorer in the old English First Division back in the day. Solve it. Chukwueze with a rather poor ball straight at Casemiro. Here's Carvajal. Carvajal with a dink over the top toward. Masses of space for him to find Mariano, and he finds him perfectly. Mariano turns, gets it onto the left foot. No, this season by any means.
Yeah, good afternoon, Simon and Graham. Absolutely, you got that one spot on.
Picked up by Cruz. Lucas in masses of space here. Can he pick his spot? Drives it across the face of the goal.
Ostensibly a 4-2-3-1 for Villarreal, which we could see delineated as we look at the chance again.
And while Espanyol have managed to replace him, here's Gerard Moreno on the ball now. Moreno! What a finish! And in a way, it's a mirror image of the Madrid goal. Hesitation in defence. Casemiro shaking his head. But that is the Gerard Moreno you were just talking about,
It's
Graham.
the promise. It's the promise. Last summer, there was a virulent debate about should he go to the World Cup in Russia. And as you pointed out, the ball is beautifully robbed. There is no years older. Played all through the summer and was beginning to look tired.
Lovely ball into Quintilla. The cross comes in, dealt with by Rafa Varane. Carvajal. Marcelo's cross. Carvajal! Off the post, and Mariano can't quite get the rebound. There's a huge appeal for a penalty. The referee, I believe, has given a free kick in favour of Villarreal for offside.
And that's exactly, you nailed it. That's the debate, because if it's not offside, and I believe it certainly is going to be proven that it is, then you have a penalty challenge. But there is no question that as assistant, we could just see him as we turned our eyes to this incident. The flag fluttered, and I think the officials are going to the stadium. Many tourists who've had the chance to come and watch Real Madrid, and fabulous for them, brilliant. This atmosphere, the length of the World Cup and how much Madrid rely on him.
Brahim Diaz going it alone still. Brahim gets into the area. Wide to Pedraza, crossed, blocked by domination by Valverde. Marcelo. I think that came off Funes Mori and goes wide for a corner. Alvaro floating one in, a rather hopeful one. Gets the return ball. Quick to turn. And, well, the idea was probably Xavi Quintilla as Javi Calleja looks on. He'll be delighted. Head up, he looks to see the white shirts in the box. Pings it into the far post where Mariano...
I'm really pleased Zidane didn't judge simply on one minor incident. The referee, via VAR, gave the penalty. Champions League.
Very close indeed to Villarreal getting their second. It's a firmly nicely for Samu to chase. Samu getting onto it. Lovely first touch to turn away from Varane, and he forces a save from...
And who's still lying down on the ground, and he's taking his time to get back up. And just a quick mention on Samu.
By Mario Gaspar, I didn't like the way he went down. I think it's a clash with Mariano as he goes up to head.
No question, it's head on head. And I think it's worth praising the Spanish ref.
Here's Marcelo. The shot palmed away by Fernandes, and the return from Valverde in space. Valverde, lovely ball in to Mariano. Well, Bandes by Iborra. There's one for Samu to chase. Advantage of Vallejo, but he has to put the ball in touch for trying to link with Brahim, who didn't quite get the run right. Plenty of white shirts in the box. It's played short. Here's Marcelo. Tries to place it. It's picked up by Vallejo, who takes advantage of another moment of doubt from the Villarreal defence to make it 2-1. Jesus Vallejo with the goal. The smile on his face about as wide as the goal itself in the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid 2, Villarreal 1. 5 minutes to go before half-time. Here's the action again. The Moreno offside. And
challenge.
It's pinged around. The ball ending at the feet of Dani Carvajal. Plays it too widely and to get underway here in the Santiago Bernabeu as Mariano plays the ball back to Casemiro. The whistle goes for the challenge on Alvaro, who's clearly struggling.
Let's see if I'm right that I think the front of the knee into the lower ligament parts where
the rebound coming to Fede Valverde. Oh, a delightful ball into Carvajal, and Mariano on the far post makes it 2-0, celebrates through the netting with the fans behind the goal there. Carvajal deserves masses of credit for that. It's turning out to be a very nice afternoon indeed for Mariano Diaz as he makes it Real Madrid 3, Villarreal 1.
Your commentary got it spot on, because while it's the goal moment that changes the scoreboard,
in under 2 minutes in the first half, and hardly got past that 2-minute mark before going 3. Ramu jumps away from the challenge by Marcelo. Great footwork, and in a way spoils it with the shot, although we wouldn't be saying that if it had curled. Gets away from Lucas with ease. Cross in from Pedrat's performance since Zinedine Zidane's returned, and it's just getting better all the time.
I think we agree on that, and I think
Toni Kroos finds Marcelo to Brahim. Oh, lovely turn from Brahim to Real Madrid.
Two things to say. One, I'm pleased for Lucas, who's a decent guy. Look, there's the see you. You thought I was going that way? Well, I'm not.
Little nutmeg on Carvajal. Gerrard keeps it going. Cazorla, and that is crucial from Mariano, an intelligent run, well read by Brahim. It's Alvaro against Mariano again. Cazorla finds Iborra. Chukwueze, so dynamic, tries to quick to find Marcelo on the overlap. Brahim sprinting to the edge of the box. Marcelo goes it all alone,
completely off balance,
and it didn't take a deflection as it went through. It's another excellent save.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Ibaisco having trouble to get away from Manu, but he manages to find Marcelo, tries a bit of magic.
His quality in his class, give the ball to feet.
Chukwueze to Gerrard, lovely first touch, down he goes on the edge of the box.
And Zidane's situation is perfect, because at 3-1 up, with a proper display of personality.
Chukwueze keeps it in play. Attacking Vallejo, and firmly across Casemiro. Brahim, he brings it under control. And tries to place one, and again, absolutely brimming with confidence. The youngster didn't quite come off.
I think it's going to be
made Andres move.
It's going to be time, as an 18-year-old who's been injured so long.
Here he is with a bit of space, set through by Marcelo. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Cazorla. Quintilla with a cross. Chukwueze.
Man, oh man.
Well, in the end,
standing without jumping.
Neat ball in. Mario Gaspar dummies the caller with the corner. Flicked on, and very, very close to finding the top corner from Mario Gaspar. Well, there's still life in this Villarreal side. And Toni Kroos, Marcelo, playing it into the centre spot where a lovely ball through to Bacca, goes round Courtois, struggles to keep the ball in play, gets the cross. Gets into the area, gets around Manu Trigueros, cuts it back. Lovely burst of pace by Gerard Moreno, cuts it back. And there it is. It's Jaume Costa pulling one back. 13 seconds to go.
It's been coming.
And that just absolutely supports what your argument, Graham, about that second Mariano strike.
Gee whiz.
Whoa. Applause from the visiting fans. Madrid absolutely looking like a petrified forest there. All the way back to the edge of the area to win that ball. And now the whistle will go, or is there a chance for Asensio? To Bruno Bergerich here, pitch side in the Santiago Bernabeu. It's been a brilliant spring day.